Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here for a cash envelope stuffing for January. Oh yeah, January. We're there already. So my cash stuffings are going to look a little bit different this year. So we are going to be doing 2 cash stuffings a month. We've got this one, which I'll do at the beginning of the month, which is my cash envelopes to use this month. And then, I forgot one, sorry. And then, at the end of the month, we'll have my sinking funds. So I have decided to stuff sinking funds at the end of the month because it was getting a little bit, well, like this was coming out before some of our larger paychecks were going in. I'm not a month ahead at the moment. We were a while ago a month ahead in our bills. We're not. And until I get back to that position, the timing of our paychecks was not working out. So I'm going to do the smaller one at the beginning of the month, the larger sinking funds at the end of the month. I've just decided to do it that way. So we're going to do these categories today, which I filled out my little ticket. I went to the bank, I got money out, and I've got my envelopes. So it's going to be a short one today, but I thought we would do it anyway. So first up is eating out, which has nothing left in it. So we're going to take 80, we're going to take 60 and 20s and 2 10s. So this is for our, when we eat out, the Chinese that we go to only takes cash. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 is going in my eat out. I'm still using my spiderweb envelopes because they're cute. I might make myself some more at some point, but I like these ones. They are cute and I'm keeping them. So eat out is done. And I'm actually going to highlight them as I do them. So eating out is stuffed. Next up is fuel. Fuel actually still has £10 left from December. I did have £20 left, but I used the 10 for something totally random. So I'm going to leave this in here, I've decided, to roll over because fuel prices have gone up when it comes to like petrol. So my car is a diesel. And it used to be that I could fill it up for 80-ish, but now it's going over that. So I have actually increased the budget. So we're going up to 90. And what I am planning on doing is trying to fill up twice a month, even if I don't need it. So if I fill up at the beginning of the month and the middle of the month, or like every 2 weeks, basically. Even if I'm not like half empty or anything like that, or like totally empty, to try and reduce the amount that I spend, because I found I was also going like down to too close to empty for my liking by the end of the month, which made me anxious because I needed to fill up and we hadn't been paid yet, you know? So anyway, I'm going to try doing it that way, but I've left this 10 to roll over just in case. So I have divided the £90 up slightly weirdly. I've done it 60 in 20s, 20 in 10s, and 10 in 5s, so that I have got £45 twice. You see? So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, which means I can go in and be like, oh, here's £45 to pay for this week's fuel, and then in 2 weeks time do the same again. And it also means I'm less likely to have coins in my change because I'm saving all the coins. So this way I'm more likely to have a note so it can roll over. So that's the other reason. So that is fuel stuffed. Next is bus, which is in here. This is for Greg. So it gets 25 and we're using dupes, 2 10s and a 5. So 10, 25. And this is, so if he does game night for Magic at work on a Monday, he gets the bus home. But that's the only time he actually gets the bus now. really. Sometimes he might have another reason to, but not often. So he doesn't need as much in bus that we used to do. So I tend to actually use it for Savopoly. So while I don't necessarily, I'm trying not to use it for Savopoly. Sorry, I think a pen might have leaked in my pen tub. That's annoying. That means I have to sort the whole pen tub. Great. Anyway, yeah. It means he's got the money there for Savopoly, but we've also got it for bus. So I'm going to try not to use it for Savopoly totally. I want to try taking that out of different envelopes every time, but it's there if I need it. But that's bus. Next is play scheme, which is for Isaac. He goes to a play scheme every other Saturday, so there should be 2 in January. I'm not sure though, because it hasn't actually started back yet, but I thought if I put the 2 in, that means we're covered. So that is 10 in there. And then the last 15 is going into Miscellaneous. So I never used to budget for Miscellaneous. I would just put in if I had extra, but I have actually started budgeting for it now. A little bit every month, because there are times we need it. So we already had 10 in there, so I've rolled over 15. So that's my Miscellaneous. So that is my 4 cash envelopes for the beginning of the month, all stuffed. And my bus one, so we're good, which means the next stuffing won't be till the end of the month. But that is all my cash stuffed in for January. We will see how it goes doing it this way. I think it's going to work better personally, but we will indeed see how it goes. So a very short but sweet video this week. I can't do a check-in either because I'm filming this on the 8th of January. So my check-in is going to run, hold on, I'll show you. My check-in this month will run the 1st to the 9th. And then it'll be 10 to 16, 17 to 23, and 24 to 30. So I can't even do a check-in at present, but you can see we've had some spending already, and I need to fill out today because we did our big shop again today. So I need to fill that out. So we will have, the plan is for this year is to do weekly check-ins, and I will show you those as usual on here like this. 2 cash stuffings a month, so the regular envelopes and then the sinking funds every month. I'm not sure if at any point I'm going to start telling you more detailed figures. I haven't decided yet. So this year my intention is to pay off debt. I've talked about this in other videos, but I am being more intentional in my spending. I am trying to work on the habits that have led me to spend more than I should. So everything I spend now is written down, which it wasn't before, I won't lie, because it came out of other places. But this is not just this anymore. Everything is in here now. And I would like to save more and pay off debt. So this little chart, so I have a debt tracker book, and this is my debtress that's at the beginning of the chart. This is the last couple of months, like November, December, it's when I started this. Didn't pay off a huge amount. This is what we've got to pay off. It's a lot. I'm not going to share all the figures because they're not just mine to share. It's not just my finances, it's Greg's too, and I don't want to share that necessarily. I might one day, who knows. But suffice to say, we've got debt, and I would like to get that paid off. We're not going to be able to pay it off quickly because not the way our income works. We don't have the money to pay it off quickly, hence the debt. But we are going to work on it. But I also want to save at the same time. So I have set myself 2 savings challenges this year. I've actually set 3. So we're going to do Savopoly again, which I've started. Week 1 we got £9. So I'm going to do Savopoly again. Last year's Savopoly, hold on, I'm going to show you. Last year, our completed Savopoly, I managed to raise a total in 2021 of £601. That is what I saved in my Saveopoly envelope last year, £400 of that went to our sofa. So we still have £200 left. We haven't 100% decided what to do with it. I've actually just put it in an envelope marked savings. And I'm going to decide if we're going to put it to debt or if we're going to use it for something fun like we did with the 400. And also Saveopoly 2020 we used to buy a PlayStation 5. So it has been fun things, so we're going to see what we're going to do with that. But this year's Saveopoly, again, haven't decided, but I've started it. We've got £9 whole. But I'm also doing a £2 challenge where if I get a £2 coin at any point, it's going into a separate jar. I'm also collecting my change, so I cashed out all of my coins from last year and I got £97 in my piggy. Now where we live, the bank will only take proper full bags, so you have to have like £20 worth of pound coins, £10 worth of 50s or 20s, or £5 worth of 10s and 5s, and £1 worth of 2s and 1s. So I didn't have that, so I bagged up what I could, which worked out to £70, I think it was. Yeah, 70. And so what was left was £19 and 8 pence. I have actually put back in my piggy. So that's what we're starting the year with. I can't get the lid back on properly though. That's the only annoying thing. Anyway, we're starting the year with £19 and 8 pence, and I will be putting my change in there every Monday. I will do Saveopoly every Monday. My £2 coins I will be putting into a jar as and when I get them. And then I'm also doing the penny savings challenge, which is where the theory behind it is you're supposed to save a penny a day, increasing every day. So like on the 1st of January you save 1 penny, and on the 2nd you save 2, until you get up to day 365 out of the year when you're saving £3.65. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyway, I've decided not to do it in sequence because I don't think I would do it. I'd give up. And what I did was I took some of the change from Piggy and I got myself started. I did a couple of the higher ones, a couple middle ground ones, and then a couple of the penny ones. So I've actually done up till the 12th. I've done 12 days worth. So I'm doing this in like a couple of days at a time. So I'm not tracking how much it is, I'm just doing it. I have a jar to keep it all in separately. But yeah, that's the other savings challenge. So I am doing 4 savings challenges for me this year. The penny savings challenge, Saveopoly, saving my change, and my £2 coin challenge. So I'm hoping those will help as well, and maybe at the end of the year I'll put them to debt, or I might put them to something fun. The whole idea this year is that I'm gonna try and actually work my budget. So if you've been watching my Financial Fridays for a while, you might think that I do really well. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it because I also have lots of hauls on my channel and I clearly spend a lot of money. And I've been asked, how do you spend all that money on stickers? And we're very fortunate, the position that we are in some respects. But we're not on the flip side of that also. I am very, very aware of the privilege that we have of where we live and how much some things cost and some things that we don't have to pay for. But I'm also very aware of the fact that retail does not pay that well, doesn't pay as well as it should, quite frankly. And I cannot go out to work, both because of my mental health and because of Ben, my middle son, who stays at home with me all day. I don't homeschool, but we do online learning, and I tried to run my Etsy shop, and I did. I managed to run my Etsy shop till August of last year. But it's just not doable. My mental health took a hit doing it. And when I tried to think about fitting it in around what we do with Ben, I panicked, and honestly I can't do it right now. I'm open for digitals, so like this Saveopoly board is available as a digital like this on my Etsy shop. I've got post-it notes as digitals, and I might still release some things like that, but I can't see myself opening as a... I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to work out ways of doing it. I thought about being ready to ship so that I didn't have to make things to order, that I could just make things as and when I could. But I don't have the mental capacity at the moment or the time to fit it in properly. And YouTube does not pay a lot. If you watch videos of people telling you how much their YouTube pays, take that with a pinch of salt, because I have noticed in the planning and budgeting communities, which are sometimes separate but overlap a lot, the finance budgeting community on YouTube gets paid more. Your adverts pay more if your viewers watch all the way through to the end, if they watch all the adverts. It depends what adverts get attached to your video, and that depends on the algorithm and what the title of your video is, and all sorts of random varying degrees of information. But to put it this way, if you've watched the videos of some financial people, finance budgeting YouTubers telling you how much they've earned, that is not what the planner community videos earn. Yeah. So, yeah. It's not enough to fund the sticker habit I previously had, and that's my problem. I use spending as a way of coping with things in life that I don't want to cope with, and it doesn't work. So one of my big goals for this year is I would always give myself, well, let's have a look, fun money. My fun money was £100. It's now up to 120 because I cancelled my Simply Gilded subscription. Can you believe it? I didn't. She cancelled everybody, and I'm not signing up to the new one because honestly, it's a waste of my money. Anyway, that's my fun money. And yeah, I haven't stuck to that for years. I spend from other savings. I have debt. I'm just going to leave that one right there. I have debt. Plenty of it, which honestly could have been reduced substantially over the past 2 years, but hasn't. And that tells you, instead of reducing the debt substantially over 2 years, I've just spent the money instead. Not good, not healthy for me. There is nothing wrong with spending your money. And I also don't believe that it is a moral failing that we have debt, or a moral failing that I spent my time keeping up with the Joneses on YouTube or doing anything like that. I don't think it's a moral failing, and I don't think it says anything about me as a person in that regard. I read a very good book. I read it last year, but I didn't really take it in. I'm going to leave the details of it down below because the title of it has escaped me. But it essentially talks about how it's not who you are. But I also do know that my way of coping with things is to ignore some things and spend money to make myself feel better. And that does not work. That's not actually working anymore. So I instead am finding other avenues of helping myself. I have joined a support group that I go to on a Wednesday, which has been helping immensely with some of the things that trigger my fight or flight and make me want to spend money. So one of the things that I want to do this year, that's what I was trying to say, is this fun money actually is my fun money. So in January, what I've spent here actually isn't all I've spent. I'm going to be very honest with you here. These 3 things have come out of my fun money. I have also spent more money. This is on my notes page on my business budget. So my pay in January from YouTube is what I earned in December, and it's always a little bit higher because I put out a video a day. So I set myself a budget. I knew the Ultimate Planner sale was coming up, and I knew that I wanted some bin stickers from Exo Mama Plans, and I wanted some book stickers from Sweet Car Designs, and Creating & Co. I wanted the readathon stickers. I knew I wanted them. So I set myself a budget within my business budget for £100, and that was it. I stuck to it. I have also spent money at another shop, Caress Press, which was the last of my Christmas money. That's gone now. So my intention this year is that if I spend money, it has to have been planned in a business sense. So like these things I planned for, I budgeted within my business budget. If it's not in my business budget, it has to come out my fun money. If I don't have fun money, I don't buy it. I can't buy it because I don't have it. I'm also saving up for a fountain pen that I want, which is quite expensive. And I'm gonna sell planner related stuff to put into that fund. But that's my target for this year. I'm not doing a no spend year. I don't really think that would work. I'm not that person. I'm never gonna be that person, and that's okay as well. But I decided that I'm not focusing on stopping myself spending. I'm focusing on learning why I spend the way I do and what I can do instead. So it's actually bettering my mental health, which as a knock-on effect, I'm not going to spend so much because I'm bettering my mental health. I hope this makes sense, and it's just a total waffle. I went from a very short video to a very long video because I just want to waffle at you and tell you how my budgeting this year is going to work, hopefully. So yes, we are hopefully going to have 2 cash stuffing videos a month, my small envelopes and my sinking funds. I will do weekly check-ins. I will probably do other videos as well throughout the year based on this. I might tell you other numbers at some point. Not necessarily, but I might. I might share some numbers and not others. But we'll see. I'll have a think about it. But that's it. That is the video for today anyway. So I will leave a link to my shop down below. That is where you can get the Savopoly board in digital form. I am going to be coming back with cash envelopes as well, but that's probably going to be around March time, to be honest, just to give me a chance to try and get used to the whole school and working around that thing. But yeah, I will leave links. If anybody has any questions, please ask them down below, or you can find me on Instagram. Put my Instagram name just here. You can also find me in my Facebook group. If you request to join, please answer all 3 joining questions, because that's how I weed out the bots. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me waffle on about how my mental health and my spending go hand in hand. And yeah, if there's anything in particular you would like to see, please do let me know. I'm always open to suggestions and anything else. So thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate you being here, and I will see you all next time. Bye.